Hi, my name is Jennifer Kranjak. I'm an online hypnosis practitioner and I help people in the surgical, medical, and healthcare communities live healthier and happier lives. So today's question is, can I hypnotize myself? Interesting question. Because a lot of people think that maybe if they can get around not needing a hypnotist, they can just hypnotize themselves and all of their problems are just going to disappear. And it'll be that quick and that easy and everything will be great. Here's the thing, can you hypnotize yourself? To an extent, yes, you can. Hypnosis can be a little bit like meditation. And there are meditative forms of hypnosis. Now, this is the type of hypnosis that you might have more success with doing on yourself because basically you're just trying to clear your mind and just kind of focus inwardly. But the problem with that is, just like with meditation, it's very hard to stay focused on something because your mind wants to go in this direction and then it's going to go in that direction. And and overall, it's a real exercise in just trying to stay focused on maybe that one thought you want to have, or maybe you just want to clear your mind. And it's very difficult to do because the conscious mind is just constantly bombarding us with a lot of information all at once. So, to try to solve a problem in hypnosis, it's going to be very difficult to do unless, of course, you have a hypnotist or a hypnosis practitioner there to actually get you to that place, because you have to go much deeper within yourself and allow your mind to actually solve problems, which just straight up meditation isn't really going to do. So, by yourself, you can get into that meditative hypnosis place. But to solve a problem in hypnosis, you're not going to be able to do it on your own. So, with a hypnosis practitioner or a hypnotist, if you will, what we do is we actually help you get to a place in that non conscious thinking, and we actually get you in conversational hypnosis to actually start speaking from the non conscious part of your mind, the more primitive part of your mind where that problem is residing. Because remember, all problems are in the non conscious part of your mind. And it sounds like you've got all these different split parts of your thinking, but it really isn't. When you're having a conscious conversation like I'm having right now with you, as I look at my camera, all the information that I'm saying is actually coming from the non conscious or the unconscious mind. I have to retrieve the information from inside and bring it back out. Now, in hypnosis, we get you inside that deep place in your mind. And believe it or not, your conversation, whether you're conscious or non conscious, there's a lot of information coming from that non conscious mind. And if we utilize what the non conscious is actually saying and we have a conversation directly to that part of the mind and the information that you're giving us as a hypnotist, we can help guide and prompt you so that your mind will actually find the solutions to the problem that you're having in a hypnotic state. And when you're in that hypnotic state, that is the type of place you need to be where the conscious thinking is pushed aside and it opens up your mind and allows it a lot of time, which is what the mind needs, and space to actually have discoveries and learning so that the problem can be resolved. So, and it's always something around an emotional response. So if you're having PTSD or trauma from something that you've experienced, you're going through grief. If you're having anxiety or high stress, you're having insomnia and sleep disruption, there's something emotional attached to it. Even if you're somebody who smokes, there's an emotional attachment to it. If you find you just can't quit, there's always something emotional linked to a stimuli that you're experiencing, and then you end up with these thought loops or these problems that just won't go away. So in hypnosis, you need a hypnotist to actually guide you and help prompt that conversation on that non-conscious level to start stimulating the mind to actually resolve the problem. Consciously, you may not even know what that solution is, but I can guarantee non-consciously your mind is really ready to resolve the issue and it's just waiting to solve that problem. But because we are thinking so consciously and we have so much stimuli coming at us every day, the mind does not have the time it needs and the space it needs to actually figure it out and actually set things in place in order to allow that to happen. That's where hypnosis comes in. We actually give the mind the time it needs to fix the problem. So, yes, you do need a hypnosis practitioner or a hypnotist to help you get to that place where these problems can be resolved. Yes, you can also hypnotize yourself, but problems can't be resolved if you do self hypnosis, because you'll either end up meditating, your mind is going to start wandering, conscious thoughts are going to be popping in and out, or you're just going to fall asleep. So, I hope that answers the question around whether or not you need a hypnosis practitioner to get you into hypnosis. And again, the answer is yes. If you are suffering from a problem, whether it is, again, side effects of PTSD, side effects of depression, you are suffering a compulsive behavior or a craving addictions, anything like that, please reach out. I do free consultations online over Zoom. There's a Calendly link in my description. You can just click on that and book a time and a date with me, or and discover what other information I should say that I have on my website or my social media or YouTube channel. Lots of videos and more content there for you to explore. And again, all sessions that we have are online. They're over Zoom, anywhere in the world you might be, whether you're at home or on vacation, in your office. And because this is a complementary therapy as to working with or without traditional therapy happening in your life at the same time, it doesn't really matter. We work in conjunction or as a standalone alternative therapy. You can have this session and it's not going to be on your personal record. So I hope that answers some questions for you today. I'd love to hear from you. Just shoot me off a message and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. And that's the video for now. And I'll see you on the next video.